Well, the Phillies are 1-0 in the post-Joe Girardi era. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Phillies Social Media. Today recapping last night's game between the Phillies and the Los Angeles Angels as the Phillies defeat the Angels by the score of 10-0 as we bounce all over this LA Angels team who is definitely struggling. I guess before getting into this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. This video is also brought to you by All Things Phillies. All Things Phillies provides a daily video of highlights from the game, so please go subscribe to his channel. Link in the description section. So Bryce Harper with 2 home runs last night, and Kyle Schwarbs hitting 2 tanks to center field. He's really starting to heat up now. I mean, 14 home runs now in the year. He gets his average now up to the Mendoza line at 200. So hopefully, I mean, he's hitting like 240 in his last 7 games. So hopefully he's going to start hitting around 250. I mean, that's usually where he's going to hit. Bigger scoring summary here in the bottom of the first inning. Kyle Schwarbs, first pitch swinging, he gets a home run out to center field, a deep drive, no doubt about that one. That was a loud sound, a beautiful swing. Mike Trout just stood there and watched it. Schwarbs' 13th of the season, 1-0 Phillies. So Mike Trout got to be a spectator on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Schwarbs definitely got a hold of that one, no question about it. I pick it up here in the bottom of the second inning. Bryson Stott, it was about time, right? I mean, this is a guy that clearly has really struggled at the plate. And he finally gets his first home run out of the way as he homers on a fly ball to right field. A 3-run shot that also scores out home and Nick Maton, and the Phillies now lead it 4-0. So Stott's first career home run, I'm sure he's happy to get that ball back. He also did it with 2 guys on base, which is huge. That's always a bonus. Then we pick it up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bryce Harper joining in on the action as he homers on a fly ball to left field the other way, as he would not be done later in the ball game. We'll get to that in a little bit. A 3-run shot also scores Schwarbs and Hoskins. And the Phillies now lead it 7-0. So Harp's 11th home run of the season. So that was way up there. And it was just able to sneak over the wall. Castellanos came up and then he hit one off the end of the bat that just fell short. So it almost could have been back-to-back. Second 3-run shot of the game for the Phils with Bryson Stott in and out with Harp. The 2 Las Vegas boys, right? The roomies. Am I right? So Harp, I mean, you know, he's not even healthy right now. He's dealing with right forearm discomfort, and he's going out there, hits 2 tanks last night. This man is a machine. He is literally a machine. So there's no stopping Bryce Harper. There's no stopping this guy. So 7-0 Philadelphia. Then we pick it up here in the same inning. Nick Maton triples on a line drive to right field. JT Realmuto comes around to score Maton's first triple of the season, and it's now an 8-0 Phillies lead. The Phillies are just pouncing all over this Angels team. So it's just an embarrassment for them, as I said, and they have really been struggling. They've lost 9 straight. They're now 7.5 back from the Houston Astros. I just feel so bad for Mike Trout. I mean, I understand he's getting his money, but man, that's just an Angels team that's been bad for a long time. You know, hasn't seen playoff baseball since 2014. He almost made it in 2015. But they have just been bad for some time now. Harper and Trout just wasted talent. We pick it up here in the bottom of this 6th inning. He does it again as Kyle Schwarbs, who had a leadoff home run to start it in the bottom of the 1st inning. Well, he homers on a fly ball to center field again. Another one off the wall. 2nd in the game, 14th on the year overall. And it's now a 9-0 Phillies lead. So Kyle Schwarbs does it again. And this is his month, right? This is the month where he lives. This is the month where he lives. It is the month of June. This is when he really turned the season around last year. Starting to turn the corner, right? He looks so much better. He really does. He's working better at bats. He's in the baseball harder. We pick it up here in the same inning. Bryce Harper goes the other way again as he homers on a flying ball to left field. Went a little farther than his first one. This time it's a solo shot. His 12th of the season, 10-0 Phillies. This was a blowout victory. This was a laugher. This is something the Phillies desperately needed, and this is just an observation from watching this game. It seemed like they were having fun, which is something we haven't really seen all year, right? This team has not had fun. We definitely saw this team have a good amount of fun last night. They wanted to be there. They were having fun. fun. Perfect example, I'm going to go back to Washington Nationals in 2019. Remember how tense they were? Remember, I think it was through May 15th, they were like 11 games under 500. And then they brought in a guy like Harp, and they really loosened up the clubhouse, and they had fun, and they won the World Series. I wouldn't say we're going to win the World Series, but we need a different energy. We need to have fun. We need to go out there and play the game and laugh, and enjoy ourselves. We can't be going out there. And Dave Dombrowski's got yesterday at press conference, he would say we look very, very tight. And I agree with that statement a lot. We look very, very tight as a team. So we need to go out there, loosen up, and have fun. And that's what we saw this Phillies team last night. Maybe it's a 10-0 win. Of course, nobody's going to guarantee a win, but just go out there and just have fun. Just have fun. I mean, Zach Eflin with a bounce-back start. I understand he is a little bit inconsistent. In 8 dominant innings last night, he was unbelievable. This guy has the potential of not being a 3 or 4 star. He has the potential of being an ace. I really, really believe that. I mean, I don't think that's too much of a stretch. Schwarbs was about 2 knocks last night. The 2 solo home runs. Also scored 3 runs. Of course, one of them being on the Bryce Harper 3-run shot. He also drew a walk. Average now sits at 200. As I said, now it sits at that Mendoza line. OPS now sits just below 800 at 789. So as I just said, I mean, he's starting to see the baseball a little bit better now. He's starting to kind of get into a little bit of a groove. 27 RBIs now on the year. So that's no slouch. That is just no slouch. Over his last 7 games, hitting 240 with a 406 OBP. Last 15 hitting 231 with a 385 OBP. So this guy is certainly starting to put up better numbers. And Rhys Hoskins also collects a knock last night out of the 2-hole. Also scores one of the Phillies runs. And was also able to draw a walk. Bryce Harper 2 knocks last night to 2 home runs, 1 being a solo and 1 being a 3-run shot. 4 RBIs last night for the reigning NL MVP of the National League, Aaron Max Harper, right? So 36 RBI now on the year, a 976 OPS. This guy is a 976 OPS. Dealing with great form discomfort. He has a partially torn UCL. And this guy is still going out there and putting up elite numbers. Elite numbers. And it was just so awesome, right? I mean, you have the 2 faces of baseball. I mean, their whole careers. Since Harper came up in 2012, since Trout came up in 2011. I mean, these guys have just been the talk around this game for 10 plus years. They got a picture last night before the game, and that just is awesome, right? I mean, that is just great. I mean, I love these guys. I mean, Trout's probably my second favorite player in baseball. I mean, he is just awesome. He's a class act. Got a standing ovation from the Phillies crowd last night. South Jersey native. Born and raised in Millville, where my mom grew up too. She was born and raised there, which is pretty cool. He's just the kind of guy, wherever he goes, I mean, he always gets cheered. He's just a class act, and, as I talked about, I mean, pretty much their whole careers, it's Trout or Harper. And Harper definitely has been dealing with some inconsistencies, especially on 2016, the follow-up to his 2015 MVP award. Definitely was a struggle season that year. In 2016, Trout did win the AL MVP. It's the 2 faces of baseball. These guys have just been the talk for 10 plus years, and the eyes have always been on them. This was so cool. It was a majestic moment to see them get a picture. It really, really was. It was just so awesome. So these guys have just been the talk for such a long time. And Trout also having an MVP season over there for the Angels. So for him, he did go hitless last night. Average now drops to 285. OPS now sits at 987. So Trout did not have the best of nights last night. We also got to see reigning AL MVP Shohei Ohtani. So we got to see the 2021 NL and AL MVPs. Nick Castellanos goes hitless last night, unfortunately. Average now drops to 251. OPS now sits at 728. And this is a guy that just, ever since early to mid-May, he's just not really been there. He had a great month of April, but I thought maybe he was going to start to heat up a little bit, but he's kind of dipped back a little bit. But he just missed our run last night. It was right out the end of the bat to left field. He just missed it. JT Uto also collects a knock last night. Also scores on the Nick Maton RBI triple to the right field. Alec Bohm goes hitless. Average now drops to 257. I talk about it every single time I talk about Alec Bohm. I mean, he's really, really fallen off. I mean, 11 hits in his last 67 at bats. So he's certainly not seeing the baseball too well. Nick Maton, only one hit was a big one. The RBI triple to right field did unfortunately have to leave the game due to right shoulder stiffness. So unfortunately, he did have to exit as Johan Camargo came in to take over for him. Bryson Stott, 2 knocks last night, 3 RBIs on a 3-run shot, his first career dinger. So congratulations on your first round chipper, Bryson Stott. Moniak finally collects his first hit of the season last night. Zach Eflin, 8 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 1 walk-in, 6 strikeouts. He gets to win now 2-4 in a year. I mean, let's clap it up for Eflin. I mean, Zach Eflin was masterful last night. He was just masterful. His stuff has gotten so much better. He's really perfected himself to be just an all-around good sound pitcher. He's worked very well with Caleb Cotham, and he's able to drop his area now down to 3.88. Starting rotation has been really, really good. It's been one of our biggest bright spots all year. Unfortunately, Andrew Schwarbs, we need him to kind of get back to his ways of last year a little bit. I mean, of course, it's been no secret that he's definitely been struggling. But Zach Eflin with another dominant start last night. He definitely had a rough start last time out, but the start before that, he also was dominant. The inconsistency is certainly our problem with Zach Eflin. But when he's on, he's on. He's a very black and white pitcher. I mean, either he's great or he's not. There's very rarely does he just ever have a mad start. I mean, it's usually one way or the other. It's not really in the middle very much. But he certainly was dealing last night. There's no question about it. Definitely impressive. James Norwood came in there in the top of the ninth inning. He was able to get the job done and pitch us a 1-2-3. Top of the ninth inning, you have a guy, James Norwood, who was struggling. That's the perfect time to use him. I honestly, I do not blame Rob Thompson for taking Zach Eflin out. I mean, Zach Eflin, a guy that missed almost the entire second half of the season last year. I believe he made like 1 start, post All-Star break. We got to preserve his arm. I mean, he's been very, very good for us this year. So having 1 less inning on Zach Eflin's belt could really, really help. Later down the stretch. So I actually really like that decision. Keep him rested up. Keep him rested up. I mean, we need him to have stamina. So Rob Thompson, definitely good move by our new skipper, right? I mean, our new skipper, Rob Thompson, the interim manager. So it's almost been 24 hours since the Phillies did fire Joe Girardi. So in the press conference yesterday, David Dombrowski talked about how he called him around 7:50 in the morning yesterday. He didn't answer his phone. Girardi called him back, and David Dombrowski asked him to come into the ballpark, and then that is when he fired him. And then Joe Girardi cleaned out his office. General manager Sam Folden and a few others came down to say goodbye. Joe Girardi was gone. After he got fired, and I talked about this in the video I made talking about Joe Girardi getting fired yesterday, he said, "I can only pray to get better." Best of luck to Joe Girardi. I think he's a good guy. I do believe Joe Girardi is a good manager. He's a good baseball person. I'm sure he'll probably go back to LB Network where he was before, or maybe Fox Sports or something like that. He'll definitely, probably take a little time off, but he'll definitely be back in baseball. I think maybe a couple of years you might see him managing somewhere else. I'm not too sure. Contract wasn't renewed by the Yankees at the end of 2017. I remember he was really bummed about that. He was just really, really itching to get back to managing. So I guarantee he'll probably get another chance somewhere else, because this wasn't all his fault. He did make his fair share of mistakes. It wasn't all his fault. The Mets have lost 2 straight to the Dodgers. I'm not trying to talk any smack or anything like that, but what did I say? The Mets really hadn't played any team that was really just a true challenging opponent. They have lost 2 straight. Now, I still believe that the Mets are a good team, but I don't think they're as good as everyone says they are. As they lose 6-1 to the Dodgers last night, the Braves defeat the Rockies by a final score of 3-1 in 10 innings. And the Washington Nationals are finally wearing those Navy uniforms again. Defeat the Reds by a final score of 8-5. Juan Soto, the struggling Juan Soto, who sitting around 220, he still manages to have a 400 on base percentage. I don't know how in the world, if that's not a elite hitter, I don't know what is. As Juan Soto did homer in last night's ballgame. Juan Soto, Mike Rizzo, GM and President Nats said, "We are not trading him. We are not trading him." So he's very adamant, and we are not trading Juan Soto. So he just shot down all those rumors. Mike Rizzo was very abrupt. No question. So 7:15 to first pitch tonight. Mike Rolenson, former Cincinnati Red, gets to start. 5-2 with a 3.19 ERA. He's been good for Los Angeles. And Zach Wheeler, 3-3 with a 3.16 ERA. The reigning NL pitcher of the month, right? So congratulations to Zach Wheeler. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please turn on the bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, check out the social media. Link discussion section at Phillies @ Media, Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Stove Media. Call or text 267-225-5092. Email me phillies@gmail.com. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later. Let's go Phillies. I'll see you guys.